So the other day, I was at a university lecture with a girl that I stayed with, right? I don't go to university myself, so it was kind of like an inside joke the whole time of like, oh, you should come to my uni and you can have the uni experience and it'll be really fun. I was like, yeah, fuck it, go on then. That'll be interesting. So I was kind of playing undercover student for the day. So this girl studies criminology, right? And we went to the lecture together, and the lecturer in there was basically, and again, I mean this with the utmost respect, very clearly a lesbian, very clearly a feminist, very clearly very woke, let's say, if you guys know what I'm getting at with that. Very clearly one of those, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know, each to their own. I'm not judging anyone, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm trying to get cancelled, but you get what I'm saying, you know, short hair, very clearly a lesbian, the way she acts, the way she speaks, I could tell what kind of individual she was and the views that she has on the world just by, and again, don't judge a book by its cover, but I was correct in this judgment, just by the way that she looks and the way she speaks and the way she carries herself. Now, with that being said, you guys have a picture of this lady, right, in your head. She started speaking about, because again, we're studying criminology, this girl that I was with, so we were talking about criminology and how masculinity links to crime, and some crimes, and again, prisons are mostly male dominated. She said something like 97% dominated by men, this kind of stuff, and how masculinity is oftentimes, or toxic masculinity is oftentimes the driving force behind violence, and men with fragile masculinity feel like they need to be violent in order to prove that they are a man. That is basically what this lady was saying. Men that go to the gym, men that go to boxing, men that do combat sports have fragile masculinity or fragile egos in terms of the masculinity, because they feel the need to prove how manly they are by getting stronger in the gym, by looking after themselves, by learning how to fight, by being violent, by having the capability of violence. So that's basically what she said. As a man, if you have the capability of violence, it basically proves that you have fragile masculinity. She's basically, her agenda, and bro, it's crazy how university has an agenda. You can tell the propaganda that they're feeding into all these fucking, you know, robots and shit, bro. And you know what's crazy? She started talking about Andrew Tate and how Andrew Tate is misogynist and he uses women, and, you know, he has fragile masculinity because he's violent and this kind of stuff. And then, bro, when she started speaking about Andrew Tate, there was two girls in front of me, and again, I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but they were both like celebrating, like, yeah, you go, girl, go on, have your passionate speech, you know, rip Andrew Tate to shreds, we hate Andrew Tate, that kind of thing. They were giving off that energy, right? Like, yeah, filming it on Snapchat and shit. And guess what? They were both obese. They were both overweight. They were drinking Pepsi at fucking whatever time it was in the morning. And I was just thinking to myself, right, so this wokey feminist is promoting to feminize men. She's promoting the agenda of men should be more feminine, men should be less violent, and men shouldn't have the capability of violence. And then crime problems would, you know, plummet. Crime problems wouldn't be as much of an issue if men weren't having the capability of being violent, if men weren't going to the gym to be strong and to be tough and to be hard, and if men weren't going to combat sports to learn how to fight, then crime would be at a lesser rate. That's basically what she was saying in a summary, right? I was sitting there thinking to myself the whole time, first of all, violence is absolutely a necessity for men. You must have the capability of badness. You must have the capability of violence inside you as a young man. What are you going to do if we go to war? Oh, I'm offended. Please stop shooting at me. Please, I'm offended. What are you going to do if someone tries to mug you and your girlfriend when you're walking down the street? What if someone attacks your family, your little baby sister or something? The fuck are you going to do then when you're a feminine, soft, in touch with my emotions kind of man? What the fuck are you going to do then? Because you have no capability of badness, because, oh, but I'm confident in my masculinity. Let me make this very, very clear. You do not have fragile masculinity if you go to the gym and you keep yourself healthy and you're not a fat cunt drinking Pepsi first thing in the morning. You are not fragile in your masculinity if you go to boxing and you learn how to defend yourself so you can protect your family and you can protect your girlfriend, you can protect your baby sister, you can protect yourself. That does not make you fragile. That is just simply a necessity as a man. And why is a woman speaking about masculinity? Why is a woman talking about issues in terms of masculinity? Focus on the fucking crime. Focus on the crime aspect of things, because that's what we're here to learn. She's clearly, bro, the way she was talking about Andrew Tate and the way she was slating him and giving him hate was so clearly that she had this hatred for him. This has nothing to do with the university lecture. I didn't come here to hear you bitch about Andrew Tate. I came here to listen to talk about fucking crime and criminology and shit like that. Start going off on this rant about Andrew Tate, how he's a misogynist and he uses women. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Bullshit. It's all, you can clearly tell how much of a propaganda machine the university is, how much they have this agenda and the message they want to push. It's fucking mad, bro. But just, I want you to understand, as my little bro, there is nothing wrong with you being a strong, confident, self-sufficient, reliable young man. I was going to say defendable young man. Is that even a word? Looking after yourself, basically being able to defend yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, you must do it. You need to do it. And the women that you want to attract, the beautiful, feminine, naturally gorgeous women that you genuinely are interested in, they will appreciate you being a masculine man. They will appreciate you being that protector and provider of her. A girl does not want to walk, a feminine, normal girl does not want to walk down the street. And again, don't take my words out of context. I'm not saying that, if you're not a feminine girl, if you're more of a masculine woman, that you're not normal, but it's just my way of viewing things, right? If you are a feminine woman and you're walking down the street with your man, you would much prefer to feel safe with that man rather than as if your man is feminine and you need to protect him. That's not what you want. Maybe if you're a lesbian and you're more of a man, then fair enough, whatever. But if you are a feminine woman, you're in your feminine, you are, surrendering to your man's masculine essence. You want to feel safe in his presence. You want to be able to cling off with his arm, and he's fucking strong, and he can take care of you. He can pick you up. He can pick your kids up. He can look after you on the street. You feel safe with this man. You don't need walking with some fucking stick man that's, I'm in touch with my emotions, and he speaks really soft and timidly, and I couldn't hurt a fly. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt anyone. I'm harmless because my masculinity isn't fragile. I'm not toxic masculinity. What the fuck? What even is toxic masculinity? Masculinity is being able to fucking hurt someone, being able to be violent, having the capability of badness inside of you. That is masculinity. For centuries, that's what it's been. Protecting your loved ones through violence. How else are you going to do it? If I come and see you on the street and I attack you and your girlfriend on the street, if you do not have the capability to be violent, to hurt me, to cause badness to my life, I'm going to basically rob or kill you and your girlfriend, and there's nothing you can do about it. How is that toxic? Learning how to fight, how is that toxic? Getting big and strong in the gym so no one fucks with you when you walk down the street, how is that toxic? That's a necessity. Be honest. If there's any ladies watching this, please be honest with me. Would you prefer to walk down the street with a fucking skinny, soft, pussy boy of a man, right? Terrified of everything. You have to protect him. Or would you prefer to walk down the street with a fucking grown man that knows how to look after himself? What would you prefer? I pretty much know the answer already, right? I think this whole wokey agenda that is being pushed everywhere, social media, TV, the adverts, movies, it's being pushed everywhere that it's, men should be more feminine. Why is everyone so soft nowadays? Look around you at the men nowadays. Look how soft everyone is. There's a reason for that. It's all propaganda. It's all bullshit being fed into you. And I don't want to try and get cancelled or, any of this bullshit, but it's absolutely true. Just look around you and pay attention to what's being fed into your subconscious mind, and you'll realise they're trying to make men more feminine so they can control society. It's crazy. And again, this is all for entertainment purposes. Everything that I've said in this video is entertainment purposes. Don't take anything seriously. Don't cancel me. It's all for YouTube. It's all fucking hell. Whack me up then. It's all for entertainment purposes. I'm not serious with anything I say right now, okay? Don't take it seriously. All entertainment. Now, with that being said, get in the fucking gym, build your muscle, put some weight on, learn how to fight, learn how to decimate another man with one hand. There's nothing toxic about that, my friend. It's an absolute necessity, okay? Take care of yourself. Coaching's down below in the description. I'll see you soon, my guy. Take care. Bam.